Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to use a French press coffee maker. This will be an easy tutorial and I'll be showing you the basics of using a French press. Now just so it's clear, this right here is the French press, and I just want to show you one thing before we start the video. The French press, on the lid there's going to be a pressing mechanism, and it has two positions essentially. It has the up position and it has the down position, and it's important for you to know this because you really want to, you want to do a good job at making good coffee. So I'm going to show you how to use a French press coffee maker to make coffee. But you can actually use a French press to make tea as well, and you can even use it to froth milk as well. But I'm going to show you exactly how to use it to make coffee. My daughter is watching me make this video, my young infant daughter. So if you hear some noises or some toys in the background, that's where that sound is coming from. I like to show her that, the way to make videos, so I can sort of allow her to experience this part of life early on, which is should be really interesting for her. It seems like she likes it. All right, let's get right into the video. First and foremost, you want to take your coffee grinds and you want to put them in the French press. Now you can decide how much coffee you want to put in, but I've already separated it and I've actually placed the coffee inside of there. So as you can see, I now have the coffee grinds inside of the French press. Obviously, the more coffee that you use and the longer that you let it sit for, the more caffeinated it's going to be and the stronger that it's going to be. So I've already measured it out and I've put it in this container right here in the French press. Now you want to just get a little bit of water and you want to pour it in the French press, and you just want just enough water to essentially soak up those coffee grinds. So as you can see right here, I just have enough water to soak up the coffee grinds in there, and you want to take a spoon and you want to just stir it around a little bit, okay, just like that. And you want to allow that to sit for a little bit. Now, I'm not going to make you wait through this, but essentially you want to allow that to sit for, I would say, like a minute to 2 minutes, depending on how strong you want it to be. And that's going to wet the coffee grinds, okay? Now, next what you want to do is you want to pour more water in there, and this is obviously water that was just previously boiling, so it's really, really hot water. You probably see that it's steaming up in there. You don't want to pour boiling water in that. You want to pour water that was just boiling, okay? So I boiled this water, I let it sit for maybe like 2 to 3 minutes, and that's the temperature that I'm pouring into there. So now you want to pour as much water as you want. So for this amount, I'm going to pour basically that amount right there. And it all depends. Like, you can measure it out. For myself, I've done this so many times that I kind of know roughly how much water to put. I want to make it a little bit weaker with a little bit more liquid, so I'm going to pour a little bit more in. Now at this point, you want to stir it again, okay? So you're going to stir it again, just like that. Get those coffee grinds nice and stirred up, just like that. And you want to let it sit at this point. Now here's the thing, okay? Basically, the longer that you let it sit for, the stronger that it's going to be with regards to its caffeination and with regards to its flavor. So I recommend, I always let mine sit for about 3.5 minutes. Now, I'm not going to make you wait here for 3.5 minutes, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the next step, but you're going to let it sit for 3.5 minutes, then you're going to move on to the next step. The next step involves actually pressing it down. So you're going to put the lid on the French press on there, and it's going to be up at the top position. So the lid is on there and the press is at the top position. Now you're going to slowly press it down, okay? Slowly. Check that out. So it's kind of cool because what's happening is the coffee liquid is staying at the top, and the French press, the pressing part, is actually pushing the grinds down to the bottom. So now at this point, you've created your coffee. You've used the French press to create your coffee. And what you're going to do now is you're either going to drink it, okay? Or if you're not going to drink it right away, let's say you make enough for like 2 or 3 cups or something like that, if you're sharing it or if you really like your coffee, then what you're going to do is you're going to decant it. And because if you leave it like this, it's going to continue to extract the caffeine and the coffee. And you don't want it to continue extracting. You want control over your coffee. So you're going to hold the lid in the down position. And all you got to do is pour it into your coffee mug, or if you want to decant it, you can pour it into just a different cup like I have right here. Check that. Oh man, that is absolutely going to be delicious. Now, like I said, I didn't let it sit for as long. Like I didn't let it sit for the 3.5 minutes. So I'm going to taste it, but it should still taste pretty good. I mean, when you let it sit for longer, it's really going to get nice and oily, and it's going to be good. But now you can see at the bottom right there are all of the coffee grinds, right? So you can, that's really going to be the strongest part down there. You really want to pour that out. It's going to be the most delicious in my opinion. And now what you have is you have a nice cup of French press coffee. Now, like I said, you would let it sit for about 3.5 minutes, and you can pour it right into a coffee mug, or if you're gonna serve like to multiple people, or you're gonna have multiple glasses, take it out of the French press. Because one second, because what you don't want is you don't want it to continue extracting caffeine, because it's gonna get very strong and extremely bold, unless that's the way you want it. But that's basically it. I mean, that is essentially how to use a French press coffee maker. I use this all the time. It tastes delicious. It makes very specific coffee. If you like a specific flavor, strong, bold coffee where you have all of the control over it, this is definitely going to be the way to go. Just give me 1 sec. She dropped her toy. I'm just going to go grab her toy for her. Here you go. There you go. All right, so this is going to be the way to go. And that's basically it. That is how to use a French press coffee maker. It's a simple way to make coffee, delicious, easy to use, and I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.